Hey everyone, recently I've been working with some clients, and one of the areas that I've found that there's always an overspending in, and obviously to the client it has been a shocker. It's the area of food and entertainment, and a lot of times they're surprised, like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I spent this much this month. And you know what? You know how it goes. If you're not tracking things, it doesn't get measured. And so when you're not measuring, or you're not, you don't have a hold on what's going on, then obviously when it comes to your finances, your budget, it's getting all blown out of proportion, because it's so easy, especially if you're using a debit card or a credit card, for you to just keep swiping and swiping and swiping. And before you know it, you're just like, oh my gosh, I just blew like $120 over the weekend. And so I wanted to talk about ways to reduce your spending when it comes to food. So I have 6 different ways. The first one is print coupons. I know this can seem so tedious, but when you're in a situation where spending has gotten out of control, it's definitely very helpful. And I've seen people get crazy with this. I mean, it gets to the point where they're all happy, like, look it, I bought like 50 items at the grocery store and spent $2.50. I mean, that's an extreme example, but I've seen people do couponing and do very well with it, and been able to make meals and plan out a whole, meal plan for the week, and it's amazing. So one way is to print coupons. Second thing is to check your kitchen before you go to the grocery store. I mean, I'm even guilty of this. How many times have you gone and you didn't plan it out, you didn't have a list, and so you're in the store, you're just kind of aimlessly going through the aisles, and then you start throwing things in the basket, or you start picking up things, or you're wasting time. And that's my biggest pet peeve. I hate wasting time. But you start wondering, like, wait, what else did I need to get? And then you're spending all this time just going up and down the aisle because you're not prepared. And when you're not prepared, you just waste time. And so be prepared, make a list. And it also helps reduce spending on things that you didn't even need in the first place. Or how many times have you done this? You got home and you bought something and you realize it wasn't. I mean, this happened recently. It's like, oh gosh, now we have 3 shakers of garlic salt. So, being prepared and taking that time to make that list ahead of time will help save money and time at the grocery store. Third one is meal planning. It's so huge now, especially on Instagram. How many of those accounts do you see are, constantly showing you ways to meal plan? This is also great because, especially if one of your goals is fitness, this is such an excellent way to not only save, time and money, but also, help you if it's important to you. Meal planning is also great for the whole, idea of diet and exercise. So meal plan is huge because it also helps reduce spending money on food that, you probably went out to go buy anyways. And think about it, if you're somebody that's constantly buying your lunch or your dinner, add that up and see, sometimes you just need to see the numbers and add that up and see, like, gosh, if I just meal prepped and planned it out for the week, and I didn't have to buy my lunch and dinner, or even just lunch, whatever it is that you're spending on, add that up. Keep those receipts and see, oh my goodness, how much have I been spending every week when I could have just planned it out properly, okay? Fourth one is figure out the most cost-effective store that you can shop from. Now this one's gonna require a little bit of legwork, but it'll pay off in the end. So, in your area, wherever you are, locate different grocery stores and think about the things you buy the most often, and do a test. Buy those things at different places. And when you don't go to stores, like, for example, you're not gonna buy certain items at a liquor store, those convenience stores, because obviously those things, it's marked up at a premium. So you're gonna do a test and see which one is the most cost effective. And so when you find out what that store is, then you kind of know, okay, this is where I need to go for these items that I'm always going to get, because again, it's going to save you money in the long run. Number 5, when you're making food, make twice the amount, so that when you're eating it for dinner or lunch, whatever that is, you can save the other half and freeze it so that you can eat it for later. That way, again, I'm all about saving time. Like, that's something that can happen, I'm all for it. So make extra amounts of food so that you can freeze the rest, and then you can eat it later on, and you just reheat it. It's super convenient. Number 6, invite friends over. So this one reminded me of, like, some of the people that I've talked to, and my clients, this was an area where spending was so rampant. It was going out, and I'm sure, we all can relate. And there was a study I read recently where they surveyed a bunch of women and from all over the country, and the area of spending was so huge in the eating out with friends, the entertainment part, and then especially getting drinks and happy hours and stuff like that. And so, I'm not trying to say, deprive you of having fun, but what I am saying is, again, when your spending is out of control, or you're not saving, or you're falling behind your expenses, you're gonna have to kind of get creative. And so one way you can do is like have friends over. Maybe you get a bottle of wine, maybe you have a potluck, everybody brings an appetizer or a snack or whatever. And maybe you either, put on Netflix or rent a movie or watch a movie you guys want to see again, or it could be as simple as bringing a board game over. But find ways to be creative where it's not costing you like $50, in one evening. So nothing wrong with getting together with friends, especially you'd be surprised. Some of your friends might be in the same boat, and maybe you're trying to all save money together. So it'd be a great idea and a creative way for you to continue to spend time with each other without continuing breaking the bank. And so number 7, extra one, not really directly food related, but that would be get some exercise. So what does this got to do with reducing spending? Well, when you get some exercise, you obviously you're getting on the path of health. And so when we get exercise, we become healthier, and it also helps us to reduce diseases, heart disease, types of things like that, even diabetes, So when we take care of our bodies, we are reducing the health risk. And so, obviously that's going to help reduce, doctor's visits and things like that, and not getting sick. So anyway, so those are the 6 things plus the 7th one, which was about exercising. I hope that helped, because I just thought about how, we're spending so much money on food and entertainment. So I hope these were helpful. If it was, hit the likes, hearts, whatever. And if there's something that I missed or something that you do that helps you reduce your spending when it comes to food, please comment below. And if you're not following me already, please do so. And with that, thank you, take care, and catch you later.